Everyone is waiting anxiously for the results of the US election. It seems to be dragging on and on as there's still no clear answer as to who the next president of the United States will be. The whole country is waiting anxiously. Will it be Biden? Will it be Trump? At this time, anything is possible. The battle between the two is intense, so what if the government just says screw it and elects them both as president? What would then happen? Would they finally put their differences aside for the greater good of America, or would everything come crashing down? Let's take a look at this and more in today's video. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host and voice of reason, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the video, what if America has two presidents? It's a pretty wild question, so let's get right on into it. As of now, when I'm filming this video, there is no clear winner of the election, and things are getting more and more complicated as days progress. We honestly don't know what the outcome will be. But what if the government just gets so fed up that they elect both as president and America becomes a diarchy? Well, for starters, the two presidents, whether it be Biden or Trump or future presidents, would have a hard time agreeing on things. Biden and Trump in particular have two different plans for America. So imagine if they had to make a decision on what's best for America. Well, they both have different opinions, so coming to an agreement would be a nightmare. I think they would just debate about it for days, just going back and forth telling each other why they are right. I have no clue how they would ever reach a decision. Neither one of them is going to succumb. So maybe they would have to rely on others to make the decision for them. Like the government each votes on what plan they like better, and that's the plan that they then go with. And then what if the government can't come to an agreement, or the votes are tied, or one president demands a revote if he loses? Reaching a decision won't be easy. And at times they're going to need to make decisions very fast. But with two presidents, this makes this extremely challenging. Even under a time crunch, the two would be arguing on what they feel is right for them to do. In the end, not a lot of work would get done. Their days would mainly be spent arguing on who's right and whose plan is better. They're gonna have to flip a coin or something every time they can't agree. And then the person whose plan they don't go with will be all sour, and then they probably won't be much help to get the plan rolling. Like they'll be like, I don't agree with this plan, so I'm just not gonna help with any aspect of it. So in the end, two presidents might never see eye to eye, which will not be too good for America. Now, what if the two presidents decide that they each are going to have control of separate states? For example, Trump gets all the states that he won during the election, and Biden gets control over all the states that he won during the election. Then what would happen? Now, before I go any further, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe to our channel. And stick around until the end of the video because I'll be reacting to your comments from my past videos. It's a good time, so stick around. Alright, so as I was saying, what if each president gets control over their own group of states? Well, that way both presidents can rule their states the way that they want to. They both can do whatever they feel is best for those states. So no arguing and no coin tossing. But this has its cons. It's going to divide America, which is the worst thing that can be done right now. Also, this could lead to a civil war, a riot between Trump supporters versus Biden supporters. Or it could cause people to flee to different states. For example, let's say someone in Texas voted for Biden and wants him as president, but Trump got control over Texas and is president for that state. Well, this person might move to a different state that Biden won, so that Biden is their president, vice versa. So we're gonna see a bunch of people moving around to different states. And like I said before, this will divide the country even more than it already is. But then we also have the plus side of having two presidents. Maybe the two could set aside their differences and work as a team. Maybe one could influence the other and they become close pals and start to see things the same. If this works out, then they would be so productive. For example, you could have one president go to a conference in one country while the other president is meeting up with another leader from another country in another country, instead of having one president go on two separate trips. So in the end, you'll get twice the amount done in less time. But also, if there are two presidents, does that mean that there are two vice presidents as well? And then so on and so on? Because then the White House would just be so full, which again could make the government more productive, or in the end would just be very chaotic and not get a lot done because everyone is just arguing the whole time. Now, two presidents seems like a pretty wild idea. Surely it's never happened before in America, right? Wrong. It actually did happen once back in 1877. kind of by an accident. So on Saturday, March 3rd, 1877, Rutherford B. Hayes took an early oath of office in a private ceremony. March 4th, the prescribed inauguration day written in the 12th Amendment, was on a Sunday, so it was postponed until Monday, March 5th. So rather than doing the oath of office on Sunday when the former President Ulysses S. Grant's term ended, he did it early, meaning technically from Saturday, March 3rd to Sunday, March 4th, there were 2 presidents. Should there have been an emergency on one of those days, who knows who would have gotten to decide what would happen. But there are some countries that are diarchies, like Swaziland, where the king and his mother shared joint sovereignty, or Northern Ireland, where the power is shared between the First Minister and the Deputy First Minister. So if it works for these countries, maybe America could find a way to make it work. It would just take a lot of patience and teamwork for it to work out successfully. But back onto the negatives. Another problem there would be with 2 presidents is jealousy. Both would always try to one-up each other to prove that they are the better president, which could either turn into a big fight between the two, or then maybe motivate them to see who makes the best changes to America. They both will compete to see who has the best impact on America, so they may really try to help their country. But if this persists, it could end badly for one president. I mean, it's crazy what people will do to have complete power. People have gotten killed over it. So maybe one president will conspire against the other to get them killed, so that they are the true real leader. As James Wilson of Pennsylvania said, and I quote, "To control the executive, you must unite it. One man will be more responsible than 3. 3 will contend among themselves till one becomes the master of his colleagues." In this case, the 2 presidents will probably just fight each other until one becomes number 1. So in the end, sticking to having just one president is probably the best bet. We don't need to go around making any drastic changes, especially during a time like this. In the end, if the presidents can't get along, they're going to argue all day, every day. If they can get along, maybe they'll be more productive. But it's still going to split America in 2, and that won't be good at all. What do you think? Would you want 2 presidents or 1? Let me know in the comments below. And now it's that time. Let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, "What if Donald Trump refuses to leave the White House?" D. Frosty commented, "Honestly, Trump with a beard looks good." Because that was the picture that we used in the thumbnail, but I'm pretty sure that we edited it because I've never seen Trump with facial hair. Is there even a photo like that? I need to do some googling because I need to see what he looks like with facial hair. Kevin Lagoons commented, "Your eyebrows are on fleek." Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate the compliment. We need more positivity in a time like this, so please comment something positive down below. People are now like, "Something positive." I typed the word "something positive" because she told me, I'm so funny. Lupe Rodriguez commented, "What would happen if all the presidents who have lost became president? What would the world look like?" That's my question. So you mean like Kanye West and Hillary Clinton would then technically be president? That'd be interesting. And all at the same time? That'd be a lot of presidents if they were all at the same time. Then that would just be a big mess. No. Jeffrey Desormo commented, I know I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize. Commented, "Make a video about what if no one voted for the US president." You mean no one voted at all? In the States? At all? Well, first of all, that would like never happen. What? I don't even know what they do. They just be like, "Oh, Donald Trump, no one voted, so you're still president?" Or would they just be like, "Ha, okay, I guess we're just not gonna have a president ever again, everyone's free, yay." I have no clue. That's crazy. Go vote. Caitlin Naidu commented, "Yo, my love, you talk so slow. On my way, you literally sound perfect on playback ×2. Do you like the fact that I talk slow, or you don't like the fact that I talk slow? Because it makes it seem like you like the way that I talk slow, but then you also like putting me on 2 times speed so I talk really fast. I have no clue, but thank you, Caitlin, if you like my voice. Thank you. I don't know. Actually, I talk pretty fast that in that video I was like, no, I gotta slow it down, so someone noticed. And that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shoutout. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Life's Biggest Questions for more thought-provoking videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and stay curious, YouTube.